The face of freedom stands tall and proud. Furrows wrinkle on her perfect brow. Footprints on the moon, a star-spangled sight, as the eagle soared in the dawn's light. Let every nation know, whether friend or foe, this eagle will soar forever and evermore. Let every nation long to see, on bended knee with the dawn of victory, the dawn of liberty. In the beginning, the message was clear. Let every nation hear, the sound of freedom is near. Now we say goodbye to centuries of strife and brush away the tears from freedom's eyes. Let every nation know, whether friend or foe, this eagle will soar forever and evermore. Let every nation long to see, on bended knee with the dawn of victory, the dawn of liberty. What will it be? The dawn of liberty? Will the torch burn free, or be a tear-stained memory? Let every nation sing. Let freedom ring like chains of gold. Our anchor will hold. Let every nation know, whether friend or foe, this eagle will soar forever and evermore. Let every nation long to see, on bended knee with the dawn of victory, the dawn of liberty. The dawn of liberty, the dawn of liberty. Let freedom ring.
then I went to the ride, and it's had a thing that says we're around the corner, so I go around the corner, I go around the way, and I said, in fact, I have to walk back over here.
That's the meeting.
Yeah. I saw her page, but I walked the other way.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What a great day, right? This is a fabulous day. We're here to honor a very, very special gentleman. So if everybody would just go ahead and take your seats, that way we'll see if we have enough seats or if we need to pull some more. Please silence your phones at this time. Take lots of pictures and please do forward them to me because everybody has my email. So in just a minute, we're going to stand for the color garden and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the salute to the Texas flag.
Forward. Color guard. Forward. March. Color guard. Halt. Left. Hey. Freestand. Halt. Pledge your allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Order. Huh. Right. Hey. Right. Hey. Hold the collar. Right. Hey.
Please be seated. Can you see me over there? If you can. So good morning. I bring you greetings from the National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution, Balcones chapter in Austin. My name is Julia Lopez. And I'm a member of the Balcones chapter and the second vice president at the Balcones chapter in Austin, National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution. The Balcones chapter is honored, more than honored. I'm going to try not to cry is honored to host this most deserving historic preservation medal in recognition of Judge Robert Thonhoff. Thonhoff's research and resulting books, especially The Texas Connection with the American Revolution, have brought to light the Spanish ranchers and Presidio soldiers, most notably 2 women ranchers who have been recognized by the daughters as well as the sons of the American Revolution as patriots. We welcome all of you, esteemed friends and relatives of the judge who have come to honor him today. I'm going to introduce a few of the heads of the historical lineal societies, but first the family, Rudy and Susan Thonhoff Rodriguez. There's Rudy in the back. Nathan and Cara Carlson, and of course Mikey. And a special thanks to Mark Schaefer. Is he here? Oh, he'll pop in a minute. He's the CEO of this beautiful facility as well as Maddie Munn. We'll make sure and acknowledge them when they come back in. We appreciate that they've made this facility available for us today. It's a beautiful facility, and the judge is right at home. He has many friends here. We checked that out already. He has many friends, and we're thrilled that he's in such a good place. From the Granaderos and Damas de Galvez, San Antonio Governor Joe Perez sends his regrets. Joe's in Spain on Granaderos business, but he's represented by Brianna and Elizabeth Perez. Are they here? We might be running a little late. Takara, the Texas connection with the American Revolution. Jimmy Pete sends his regrets. He had to be in Houston for Takara business, but he's represented by ex-President Jack Cameron. Where's Jack? 1718 San Antonio founding families and descendants. President Lisa Santos. Stand up so we can acknowledge you. Members of the 1718 Color Guard, Rudy Guizar Gonzalez, Luis Benavides, led by Jesse Villarreal today. And I have to recognize Jesse's bride, Connie, of only 50 years. They're like me and Lorenzo, buy one, get one free. Sue Carter, representing the Karnes County Historical Association. Is Sue here? Hi, Sue. Representing Sons of the American Revolution, Judge Ed Butler. Who's the judge here? And representing Canary Islands Descendants Association, Freddie Bustillo sends his regrets, but we're honored to have in his place the immediate past president, Mari Famez, and the communications manager, Michelle Rivera. And Mark Schaefer just walked in.
I'm so sorry.
CEO of this fabulous place, so we just want to extend a heartfelt thank you.
Total honor to have you all in this room. I'll tell you that. We're excited to have you.
Good morning. I'm hopeful that you all can hear me and see me because I'm probably short of it. When Americans think of the American Revolution, they think only in terms of the events that occurred in the 13th and which colonies. However, that is not the whole story. Unfortunately, for many years, the contributions and the role of Spain in the American Revolution was not widely recognized. An issue Judge Thonhoff was instrumental in changing. In 1779, Spain was so committed to assisting the colonies that declared war on the British. New Spain, Texas, was also part of that effort to help defeat the British. Too often we focus on the Republic of Texas. I am a DRT member, so this is no slight. But there is a lot of history left to be uncovered, celebrated, and preserved. This would include the role of our Canary Island ancestors, who supported the colonists by providing cattle during a crucial time in the War for Independence. They also show their support by contributing a donativo, which is a financial donation required by the Spanish government to show support. Overlooked by many historians for too long, the contribution of Spain and Texas was vital in the winning of American independence 243 years ago. We are so appreciative of Judge Thonhoff's commitment to history by uncovering these stories and making sure they were not lost, but were researched, documented, and in order to be shared and celebrated for future generations. I am sure I speak for all of the Canary Island descendants on how profoundly grateful we are to him for his dedication to the history that was untold for too long. Judge Thonhoff is a lifelong honorary member of the Canary Island Descendants Association. We are blessed to have him in our organization. So this tribute today is so fitting, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart for all of your research.
There's two ladies that I have to acknowledge. They are not DAR members, but we worked them today like DAR members. My dear friends and half-sisters, not by another mother, Monica Flippers and her sister Cynthia Stovall Wilder. They're our hostesses today, and we appreciate them. Judge, the Balcones chapter regent sends her regrets along with the following message. The Balcones chapter of NSDAR is thrilled to be able to have nominated such a remarkable man and author of your caliber who has exhibited exceptional accomplishments in his field, shows deep love and patriotism for his state and country, cares deeply about education, and who has worked so diligently and tirelessly as a historian. The far-reaching results of your efforts and accomplishments are beyond estimation. The Balcones chapter is grateful for your contribution to NSDAR, and we are thrilled we could honor you with this prestigious award, the NSDAR Historic Preservation Medal. Signed, Regent Cheryl Nolte. I'd like to acknowledge, she should be sitting right here, but she's working. Immediate past Balcones Regent, Nancy J. She's back there recording this event. If any of you are in the Witness Protection Program and don't wish to be on video or on film, let me know. Otherwise, I have your concurrence, other than Mikey, that anything we post today or anything we film today can go on social media.
Could I bring greetings from descendants of Valley Forge? I'm the Texas Brigade's commander.
Descendants of Valley Forge, she brings greetings. Nancy J. is also the state chair for the Conference Technology Audiovisual Committee, as well as serving on the Capital Area Regions Council for NSDAR. Nancy was nice enough to agree to record and photograph today's presentation. She came in from Austin for this. A few more people. Blanche De Leon, she's the registrar for Guadalupe Victoria chapter. Stand up so we can greet you. Serve on the Spanish task force. We're always looking for those Spanish patriots, right? That's right. Marty Gonzalez, Guadalupe Victoria chapter. Roma Rojas, Victoria chapter. I like them pretty well because they're my sisters too. Everyone's my sister. And last, but very certainly far from least, my dear friend and DAR and DRT sister, Betty Bird, who I have the pleasure on serving with on both state and national committees. Betty is a sixth-generation Texan, born in Seguin but reared in West Columbia, the first capital of the Republic of Texas. She graduated from the University of Texas with a master's and from Texas A&M Kingsville. Oh, sorry, her master's from Texas A&M Kingsville. Betty taught high school American and Texas history for 37 years. After retirement, Betty joined the following genealogical organizations: Daughters of the Republic of Texas, William Barrett Travis, number 3, where she served as chapter president, custodian general, Republic of Texas Museum Committee, and Republic of Texas History Center Committee. Daughters of the American Revolution, Thankful Hubbard Chapter, Regent 3 terms, State Chair, American History, DAR, Good Citizen, Founders Medal, National Vice Chair, Project Patriot, San Antonio Brook Army Medical Center, National Chair, Commemorative Events, presently on the National Development Committee. Betty is also an avid University of Texas sports fan, especially baseball. Betty Bird.
Why our state regent wasn't here. She had planned to be here, but discovered that she already had a speaking engagement this morning and couldn't get out of it. So she sends her regrets because she would really like to visit.
That podium is for her.
Yes, it's perfect for me. Thank you. Dear friend, she and I served on many committees with lots of work. I will have to apologize. I know I have a southern accent. So,
Good on you.
so if I slide your Spanish pronunciation, please forgive me. I try. I took Spanish, but it didn't sink in. I'm glad I wanted to. We're here today to honor a man who through his research opened the door for descendants of Spanish patriots to pursue membership in lineage societies, such as the Daughters of the American Revolution and the Sons of the American Revolution. Robert Henry Thonhoff was born December 12, 1929, in Salida, Colorado. He served in the United States Air Force and later graduated from St. Mary's University in San Antonio. He married Victoria Belser, and their family includes Margaret, Susan, and Robert Jr. A retired educator, Thonhoff taught school in Karnes City and served as county judge in Karnes County. He is an author, historian, speaker, MC, consultant, and bookseller. He was honored with the Mary John and J.P. Bryan Leadership in Education Award in 1977. Later, he was granted a Texas State Historical Association Fellowship in 1980, and then later he served this association as president in 1994 and 1995. He encouraged and mentored a number of new authors. To name a few, Jesse O. Gabriel Jr., Thomas E. Chaldean, Ruben M. Perez, and Leroy Martinez. After amassing a large collection of books and papers, he donated them to Texas A&M San Antonio, titled the Robert H. Thonhoff Collection. The collection encompasses the years 1839 to 2013, with the majority from the period 1960 to 2011. It is others that will benefit from his many years of research and continue to uncover documents that will benefit Spanish patriots and descendants. Having written and co-written a number of books, notably The Texas Connection with the American Revolution, in 1981 he received the Presidio La Bahia Award. The Texas Connection with the American Revolution describes the role of the Spanish Presidio soldiers and vaqueros in Texas, who drove long-horned cattle to Louisiana to feed the soldiers under General Bernardo del Valdez. Spanish soldiers and citizens from San Antonio de Vera and Presidio La Bahia Goliad drove the cattle to Louisiana, as well as giving 2 pesos by the depots as a request of the King of Spain. These funds were withheld by the paymasters at the Presidios and later taken to St. Louis Presidio, where they were used to help fund the war effort. Documents have been located showing the total amount collected from soldiers, civilians, mestizos, and Indians living at the mission. Judge Thonhoff was long been an advocate for locating the list of soldiers, which will prove that the funds were paid, thus ensuring that Presidio soldiers be recognized as patrons of the American Revolution in their own right. Without Judge Thonhoff's story of the Texas Connection and his continual promoting and preserving the extensive research, the Daughters of the American Revolution might have missed the opportunity to learn how Texas aided in helping the American colonies win the War of Independence. 24 Spanish patriots have been proven today based on Judge Thonhoff's research, including 2 women grandchildren. Joe Blanche is adding more every week because I get a copy, and it's so exciting to read about all the new women that are coming along. The proud descendants of Canary Islanders, Presidio soldiers, and Native Americans have been able to realize their own amazing history because of his dedication that he displayed in working so tirelessly to bring this little-known history to the forefront. The impact of Judge Thonhoff's research and subsequent promoting and preserving the little-known history of the Spanish patriots is immeasurable. His educating of Texas and others around the United States and beyond is a testimony to his love of Texas history. The daughters of the American Revolution have most certainly benefited from his research and owe him a huge debt of gratitude. And it is my honor to present the prestigious Historic Preservation Medal to Robert H. Thonhoff on behalf of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bird, and thank to the National Society, the Daughters of the American Revolution, who have been one of my greatest supporters to make this work possible, to be shown to the public and sharing with the public. And I appreciate you, and this is, to me, this is one of the highest honors I have ever received. It's like, for me, it's like the frosting on the cake.
All right, that will can you turn this around?
So you can, yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to stand in front of everybody, so we're about to. You.
Get them out. Open it on this side.
There, that goes very nicely with some other organizations.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you very
It's
much.
summertime.
Yeah.
This way, please.
Well, no.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, they sent it to me. Well, I did hear. You said you were going to give some remarks.
I would love to have that opportunity, and thank you, Mrs. Bird. Thank you, National Society, the Daughters of the American Revolution. And thanks to all of you, my new family of friends that I have found this past 6 months. And whoever you are, wherever you came from, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here for this this occasion, which I mentioned is like having the frosting on the cake. The Daughters of the American Revolution have certainly been one of my greatest supporters for many, many years. And I would like to go ahead and relate the story of how all of this came to pass in as brief summary as I can make it. It all started with this book called Drama and Conflict, the Texas Saga of 1776. The historian Robert S. Weddell, who was considered to be the dean of all Texas historians, asked me to join him in writing this book for the American Bicentennial 1976 to 1983. And we were at a meeting of the Texas State Historical Association, and we were at a table, and we took out some napkins, and we outlined what we thought this story might have been like, and he took parts that he had knowledge and interest in, and I took, I jotted down parts that I had knowledge and interest in, and it's like putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 4. But we spent a couple of years from 1973 to 1976, and this book was published in honor of the American Bicentennial 1976 to 1983. Well, during that period of time, I had opportunity to give many speeches, mainly to Daughters of the American Revolution groups throughout the state, and also to the Sons of the American Revolution. And just had a great time and do it. But on September the 3rd of 1983, the Atascosa County chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution sponsored a meeting to mark the end of the bicentennial, which was held at the Officers Club at Fort Sam, Houston. And I was to be their speaker, and I got up and I had this book to show, and it describes life and times in Texas in 1776. But unbeknownst to me, in the back of the room was a lady listener. Her name is Nancy Reynolds Tyner. She happened to be the state regent of the state chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I got to meet her, and she heard my story, and she picked up the ball and ran. And it wasn't long where Nancy developed her own little brochure here on Bernardo de Galvez, the unsung Spanish hero of the American Revolution, and she had literally thousands of these pamphlets printed and distributed to 5th and 7th graders throughout the state of Texas. And she did a great job in telling and retelling the story that I told in this book. Now, Bob Whittle and I wrote that book, Drama and Conflict, in 1976. I could not leave a part of that story alone. It was Bob Whittle who first told me about these Texas cattle rides from Texas to the forces of General Bernardo de Galvez, who defeated the British along the whole Gulf Coast during the American Revolution. And I spent 3 more years doing research in the Spanish archives and writing this book, which I call The Texas Connection with the American Revolution, which Mrs. Bird described so aptly, and thank you for that. But anyway, the Daughters of the American Revolution have been among the greatest supporters in telling this amazing story that had never been in the history books. The big league historians of Texas absolutely missed it because they did not read the Spanish archives that were available in San Antonio, Mexico City, and Madrid, Spain. But anyway, it was this school teacher from Fashing, Texas, who put that story and retold it and came up with this book in 1981. Now, there have been other organizations who have given me great support, like the Granaderos de Galvez in San Antonio, such as the Texas Connection to the American Revolution, called by its name Ticara, the Bejareños, the Tejano Genealogical and Historical Society, and others. And they too have promoted this story, but this book was introduced at the Institute of Texan Cultures in 1981 at a meeting sponsored by the Granaderos y Damas de Galvez, where I told the story of how these Texas cattle were rounded up on the ranches of missions and individuals along the San Antonio River in Texas, and some 10 to 15,000 head of these Texas cattle were trailed to the fortune of General Bernardo de Galvez, who defeated the British along the Gulf Coast of the North America. And following my speech was a talk by a professor from the University of Alabama, Professor Jack D. X. Holmes, who got up and announced to the audience, he said, "Now I know how and why the Spanish defeated the British in the Battle of Pensacola so handily. All the British had to eat after a 2-month-long siege was hardtack and water, and the Spanish had T-bone steak." Got off to a good start, and it, thanks to these different organizations and different individuals who have picked up on this story and have had added new dimensions and new perspective. These people being mainly Reuben M. Harris, who wrote 18 books, and I helped him write all of them. People such as Judge Edward Butler. Judge Butler, are you in the audience here somewhere? And thank you for writing your book that added new dimension, new perspective. And how about Jesse Villarreal? Yeah, and Jesse, can you raise your hand or stand up? But Jesse himself wrote 2 books, and I had the honor of helping him in both of these books on Tejano patriots in the American Revolution, and they have done much to add to the story. Jesse himself descends from the founding families of Texas, and then, of course, there was Rudy Reyes. Do I have the right name? Rudy. And Jesse Reyes. And Jesse is of Native American heritage, and he gave the Indian side of the story because many mission Indians also accompany those herds as cowboys and escorts. And Ricky, can you raise your hand?
Thank you.
To all of these organizations, besides the Daughters of the American Revolution, we have the Order of Granaderos and Damas de Galvez. We have I'm having these lapses in memory. please forgive me. But the group of 17, 18 the founders of San Antonio, and we have an organization that was founded by Jack Cowan. Jack, are you here? Colonel Jack Cowan, who founded the organization called TICARA, which is the acronym for Texas Connection to the American Revolution, who took one of Rubin's books and published it as a TICARA issue, and I think it's certainly one of the best additions to my book that there are, and it's available to TICARA. But thanks to all of you who took the time and the effort to bring me in. Thank you for my family, which is Susan and Rudy Rodriguez and grandson Mikey. Can you all raise your hand? Dale, Julia, and Lorenzo Lopez put all of this together, and there have been many hands that have gone into this meeting here, and this honor, which I consider one of the highest honors that I have had. So, to all of you, and I would be remiss to say, now, over here on the table, you kind of have a display of most of the books and many of the articles that I have written about Texas and the American Revolution. But I wanted to say that I could not have done this. I could not have made these achievements had I not had the love and support of my dear wife of 70 years and 3 darling children and 5 great-grandchildren. So thank all of you for all that you have been in my life, and thank you for being here and making this award possible. Thank you very much. Not people who have had the privilege of having a standing ovation. Thank you very much. God bless you, all of you.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah. I met the judge over 10 years ago. And Maddie's in the back, Phil. Maddie is the events coordinator extraordinaire, and just thank you so much for the hospitality.
Yes, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Thank you, Maddie.
You're welcome.
You walk in the hall, you just hear, "Hi, Robert. Hi, Robert. Hi, Robert. Hi, Robert." Everyone just loves him. Lorenzo and I met him over 10 years ago at Canary Islander function, where he talked about the Spanish Connection, and after the meeting, we pounced on him. Like, we had to know more. Our family's been at La Bahia since 1760, so we had to know more, and we've been pouncing on him ever since. And he's so good. He'll share information with you over and over and over. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out today. Okay. You're next. Did you want to come up and say something?
If I get a chance,
Sure,
yes,
come
I'd
on.
like to say.
Come on up. I just want to say thank you, and following Ricky's remarks, we have some cake and fruit in the back, thanks to our fabulous helpers. And I know everybody's going to want to get a picture with the judge, so we'll maybe line him up here for a little bit if you want to squeeze in for a picture, so thank you.
Hi, everyone. The judge helped me out on my book as well, T-Fit every day, and inspired me also for building a feather
that I want to donate to the Atascosa County for the Battle of Medina. It's a 21-foot steel feather. And thanks for his inspiration and motivation, I was able to do that. I'd like to sing a little song, a little chant. This is the Lakota morning song. Anyway, there's so many different songs I like to sing, but this one is a nice little pop one. Thank you.
All right, it's refreshment time. Very good. Ready? Hey, I was going to put you in the picture.
I'm glad y'all got to see me.
I'm not going to go in my mom, but take my mom to the knowledge.
Why am I getting that?
She still needs to have her runs like that, so I'm going to go with her and stay. Yes. I'll be right back. All right. Do you want some?
Thank you. I can't find my lipstick. Okay. Usually it's in my purse.
So cake, I got 3 cakes. I'll be right back.
It would be in mine. Hi. It should be in here. Now that I think about it. No, it's my I call it.
So tell me about what your
I don't remember exactly the
Thank you.
This thing is made a lot of sense. They don't know that because very that's why I see he wanted to stay home by himself. I don't quite honestly.
I think my husband is signaling more pictures. Okay. Wants more pictures.
I don't think our many. Rudy.
Oh, yeah. Getting a picture. Great picture. I'm on the
Well, there was another.
Like everything. Stick with it. Be my DAR. Is it good?
I know that we haven't seen it. Yeah, they yeah, he kind I know, I was here all the time. Oh, Did you take back the chair or something? That's her.
Little Mikey?
What's that?
Little Mikey?
Oh, he's over there.
Oh, okay.
He's not so little anymore.
He's with a kid.
He's
Yeah. You know he's a Yankee, right?
But he's next that.
You asked him where he was born.
So they're here permanently now?
Yeah, they moved here in August.
Great.
See you later. You know, Dan told they didn't argue me. He also,
Yeah. Wait a second, you told me you picked this.
That was last night. Early this morning.
Yeah, you're just not too far from having nachos. Mom brought it up. Yeah.
You never know.
Bye.
Oh, it opens up. I think it's this wall. There's more that it's just right. You just had to bring it Thank you, baby.
Yes. We're taking them from the side. Let's get a picture of that.
All right, I'll see you.
I'm going to move out of the way here. Let me get it.
Call me.
I will, as soon as I know.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm running. No, go ahead. I'm running a video, so I didn't mean to interrupt.
Greater honor.
Rudy's in the background.
National award.
Rudy, can you? Yeah, you're in the background. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We can edit out the row later, but there, okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
I'm doing video. Great talk. Say hello.
Be my DAR.